this is a subject of date your mate, and we do go out on date nights.
Yeah.
We try to schedule. We've been scheduling, the past few months here. Before it was a little sporadic. We would still go, but it wasn't a set time. So, how do you feel about how it used to be and how it is now?
I think before it was more like you said, it was sporadic, and so, we just basically we would go like maybe one day out of the week on the weekend, but I didn't really look at it as a date. I just looked at it as just going out to eat or something like that, right? But now it's more like you put the title on it, you make sure that it's super intentional, and I think it makes a difference because now I look forward to Thursday night.
So, being that it was sporadic, but it still happened, we're just gonna go with that it happened every week, maybe not on the same day. And just because I didn't put the title on it, but you still went to the beach, if we went to, of course, I'll get something to eat, or we just went riding around or whatever. You didn't look at it the same way?
I guess I didn't. I guess I wasn't looking at it as a date. I was just looking at it, I was just hanging with my man.
So, okay.
But then but when you put the title on it, like, okay, we're gonna have date night on this night. And then, you plan the restaurant, and, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get ready for my date, as opposed to just getting dressed and going out, hanging out,
So it's the same thing. So in my mind, hey, babe, you want to go to Tony Romo's, whatever, right? Yeah, I'll go. Okay, we're gonna go at 7. Just because I said it wasn't a date, you felt like, oh, I'm just hanging out. But in my mind, I feel like it's a date.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, we agree to disagree or disagree, however you say it. But I'm not saying that once we went to Tony or we went to a nice restaurant, I wasn't feeling like I was on a date. I felt like I was on a date.
Okay.
But I'm just saying if we're just out and we hit the restaurant.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we at the house. So
I
bring this up because
yeah.
when we was in counseling with Susan, you had made mention that, hey, well, we don't go out on dates, and so when you said that, I thought, and this is before we, established the date, and I thought back, I was like, I was like, and you used to do the same way, like, hey, you want to go to whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I considered that a date. So when you said that, my mind correlated, we were going on dates, but now understanding your mind, that wasn't a date because I didn't say it was date night. And so that's where the disconnect can come. And maybe some other people have that same disconnect, whereas it could be vice versa. The guy's thinking, he's not thinking he's doing a date, and the woman's like, well, this is a date. I asked you, hey, babe, be ready by 7 o'clock, and we're going out to wherever.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, you see how the disconnect can happen between two people, of one person thinking that it's something, and because the title's not on it. But I do understand the importance of the title. I'm not, downplaying that at all either.
I think with you saying and guess what? I guess I did feel like sometimes we were on dates when we didn't say date night per se. I did feel like we were. Because it would be some really cool places, like even like the boat trip, or just all kinds of stuff. Even the beach. So I don't know. You bringing up stuff from a long time ago. I can't even remember.
No, I just thought it was relevant because I just want to show you that how a person's mind could think and how you thought, which is your way. It wasn't right. It wasn't wrong. So I didn't really consider it like date now, like you said, now it's something to look forward to. Now, you may can feel some excitement about it. And so people that have been together, and as we know, you first start dating somebody, old people say courting, as our friend said on our last couples retreat, she looked forward to packing a bag, knowing she was going to her guy's house for the weekend. You said the same thing when we first started dating.
Yeah.
You look forward to leaving your house, packing a bag, you go come to my apartment, and you could just sit in the house, or we go somewhere, whatever, but you look forward to that. So now that when you stay with somebody, now you gotta figure out another way to still have that excitement.
Yes.
See how I bring that around?
Yeah.
Pretty smart, huh? No, I'm just messing with you. No, I'm just messing with you on that. But so I do believe it is important. I agree with you that it is important to label it. Not that you have to be a robot about it, and you can change the days. You don't have to be. I know our day has been Thursday for the past couple of months now, maybe 3 months. But we're staying in a different city for right now. But maybe when we get back home, it may be another day. It could be multiple days we made because our roles from when, just your role, your workload now is different, my workload is different. It's just different factors, but the main part is that we both have to, which you do an awesome job at planning things. You probably plan more things than me, but I don't look at it as a score sheet here. We just we do for each other.
Yeah, I think being in a relationship with someone and being, married especially, it's like you have to, it's kind of tough because you can get complacent. And if you're not careful, you'll look up and the fire can go out if you don't do those little things.
Yeah.
So I do enjoy having that what is it, the cohesiveness of being together, and going to what's our favorite place? Your house.
For here it is. Okay, so the important thing also is that man or woman, you don't, it doesn't have to always follow the same person.
Right.
Whether women plan or man. Okay. Yeah, I guess I have to figure out a way. No, was I saying that? No, I wasn't saying figure out a way. I was saying that it needs to be equal.
Oh yeah.
With the both people, with planning. Sometimes, certain men, they want to do stuff all the time, but it's not. It's cool for a woman to plan and pay, especially if y'all money is the same.
Right.
Grab the check or pay for the movie or whatever. It's whatever. It's not. It shouldn't. We don't have that issue. But just.
No, I think that some women feel entitled and they feel like, well, my man got it, so we got it. He got it, we got it. So, but there are different situations too. Some people are not married and they are feeling entitled too, and they always feel like, well, he got it. But like you said, men like to be treated as well. So I believe that wholeheartedly. I think that men like to be pampered. I think, like you always say, you guys want to feel cared for, and you want to feel like we want you just as much as we want you to want us. So.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be wanted? Right? No, that's a big thing in life, right? You want to feel like you matter. You want to be in a relationship, you don't matter. So I get what you're saying, though. Not looking too deep into that, but definitely don't want to get, you said a big word, complacent. That. And certain times life happens, and that's why two people, when they're together, they need to hold each other accountable. And when the one person does hold you accountable, that's not a license for you to get mad and whatever, or me get mad, or just it's hey, they looking out for us.
Mm-hmm.
They notice a behavior that's going down, and they,
Well, I think that's the reason why it's important that couples talk about you know, goals and all of those things too, or, you know, what they want ultimately, you know, and it has to be refreshing because like you said before, we're constantly changing, we're constantly evolving. So, you know, you want to make sure that you're growing together and not apart, you know.
I agree with that. All right. So that was the importance of dating your mate there. We kind of went off on another little tangent, but it all plays a factor in having a healthy relationship. You know, you can't, keyword, get complacent. There need to be some variety in there, right? What's the 4 basic needs in life? I always tell her the 4 basic, well, I learned this, 4 basic needs in life: love and be loved, to feel important, to live, which means don't be mundane and sedentary, and then have variety. And so when one of those things are not being met, 9 times out of 10 your life is not going to be going the way that you want to go. And goes for a relationship, you know, you guys both love each other, both make each other feel important, y'all both live and have variety, we'll have a pretty good relationship in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but I learned that from some doctors. All right. Okay, until next time.
Peace.